Hi, my name is Kay Robinson. I'm the Senior Director of Student and Community Engagement here at UCO. Congratulations and welcome to the UCO Spirit Teams. I'm going to talk to you all today as family members and as students about all things Spirit Team related so that you have it all on video and you can refer back to this whenever you'd like to. The UCO Spirit Teams consist of our cheer team, our pom team, Buddy Bronco, our mascot, and our crew members. And so I want to talk to you a little bit first about my role. So as the Spirit Team's advisor, my job is to do all things university related. The Spirit Team's kind of leadership consists of myself as the advisor and our cheer coach and our pom coach. I oversee the crew team and co-oversee Buddy Bronco and the mascots with our cheer coach because Buddy is part of our cheer team. I want to tell you a little bit about my role. I am in charge of the budget oversight, so that's probably my most primary role as your advisors. I take care of all things financial. Your coaches will work with you on your team aspects and work with you on all things related to that, and then anything on the university side I pretty much work with. And so budgets, behaviors, university policies, grades, grade checks, scholarships, all of those things. So the way it works with our Spirit Teams, we have two budgets for each of our teams. We have a game day team a game day team budget, and we have a cash budget that you all use on your own discretion. I'll talk about those things. First, the university budget, that covers a majority of the team's needs. So anything that we would keep, uniforms, poms, equipment, your nationals choreographers, most of your travel. So all those things are mostly covered by the university account. Anything that you keep, you pay for. So shoes, t-shirts, bows, anything extra that you want to have, accessories, spankies, all those things. If you keep it, you pretty much pay for it out of pocket. I should back up and tell you also that the university Spirit Teams are club sports. And so that means that while they do get a university budget, they are not sponsored by the athletic department. They are under student engagement, under student affairs. And so a lot of the money, or a lot of the costs will come out of pocket for that, which I'll talk about here in a little bit. But I want to make sure you kind of understand that difference. That we're considered a sport club at UCO, not a varsity sport. Cheering for UCO is our main priority, or dancing if you're a pom team, is our main priority. Nationals and stunt are bonus. We do those things because we are very talented. We have very talented teams and very talented athletes, and we can qualify and place at nationals and in stunt. But that is our bonus. Definitely our main priority is our university game day responsibilities. So the game squad members will receive scholarships, which I'll talk about here in a second. Anyone who's just doing nationals teams or just doing stunt will not receive scholarships. The game squad will have the following paid by the university. They'll get warm-ups, a backpack, 2 central theme t-shirts, and a water bottle. The returners will get t-shirts because they will have the other things from when they started. It is expected that you keep all of your equipment all 4 years, which I'll talk about again in a second. And the new members, you will pay a $150 deposit for your warm-up, your backpack, your water bottle, and your t-shirts. If you remain on the team past December, that deposit will go towards your nationals, which again I'll review in a second. National team members, if you are just doing nationals, you will have to buy a backpack, you'll have to buy the t-shirts, and you can buy a water bottle if you want to. All right, so some of the main costs that come associated with being a member of the team. Again, these costs are not for game day. These costs are for our nationals and our stunt and things that we do beyond our game day responsibilities. So the main costs are camp for both cheer and pom. Buddy Broncos will attend cheer camp with the cheer team that has a responsibility of being a mascot. And same thing for pom camp, but Buddy will not go to pom camp, just pom members. For the crew members, there is no out-of-pocket costs outside of unless you lose your uniform. The university accounts will help provide transportation, and then the team members will pay the cost of camp or fundraise. We do that because camp benefits both the game day side and the national side, and so that is why the university will help pay for that. The deadlines for all the things I'll talk about money related are set by the coaches, so you need to refer to the coaches and that calendar they provide for you of when your deadlines are. All the new members, like I talked about a second ago, will pay a $150 deposit that is due by July 15th, no matter what year it is. That is a consistent deadline. July 15th is when that $150 is due. This is for your warm-ups, your backpack, and your t-shirts. If you are on the team and starting beginning spring semester, that $150 you paid will go towards your nationals payment. And so if you are not on the team for some reason, you can keep those things and we will keep your deposit. Speaking of nationals, nationals is in January for pom and it's in April for cheer. Buddy Bronco is required to go to cheer camp with the cheer team. Crew members are not responsible for going to camp. The teams will fundraise that money for camp. It is up to you all how much you want to fundraise, how many fundraisers you want to do as a team. You all will decide that, so that way you don't have to pay as much of that money out of pocket if you don't have to. Different years, it's going to cost a different amount for nationals. It really just all depends on when we buy flights and how much camp or how much nationals is that year, where they go to nationals. There's a lot of things that kind of go into the cost of nationals. The deposits will be made throughout the school year, and those are going to be set by the coaches on when those deadlines are going to be. If you want to do a payment plan, you are welcome to do a payment plan for nationals and for stunt, but that payment plan starts today. So if you want to start making payments now towards that, you can, but those deadlines are going to be firm. And so basically a payment plan is paying small increments from now until national starts. This is very important. All money paid into the UCO accounts, that means into your individual UCO accounts, which we'll talk about in a second, all that money is non-refundable. 100% non-refundable. Basically, once it goes in the account, it never comes out of the account. So if you quit, if you're injured, if you're removed from the team for some reason, anything like that, the money stays in the account and is considered a donation to the Spirit Team program, and it is used at the Spirit Team's discretion. I want to make sure everybody understands that. We put that on the memo as well, which you'll see here in a second, but that money is used at the team's discretion. Once it is paid in, no matter what the reason is, it is not paid back out. You and your student family members are welcome to call or email me at any time to get your balance. And so earlier I talked about how we have a university account, so we have a cash accounts. The cash accounts is where all that money goes that you all pay in. Each of you have your own individual account line. And so, for example, Kay Robinson is on the POM team, and here's the amount that I've paid in, and I have it on an Excel document. And so anytime that you want to find out what your balance is, anytime you want to verify how much money you've received into the account, you can definitely call me, you can email me, you can come on by. My office door is always open, so please feel free to come in, and I can chat with you about that. Or you can even, like I said, call or email me. When you come and pay your money, this is for all team members, and you come and make your deposits, you'll do that at our front desk, which is the University Center room 424. You'll come in, you'll pay the money, and the student workers up there will write your receipt. Make sure that you hold onto your receipts. Very important to hold on those receipts, because I am human. Sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes lines in Excel get mixed up. And so if you've got those receipts, you need to hold on to those, because that way it always verifies what you paid in. Very important. Make sure you keep those. Okay, next up I want to talk about fundraisers. Throughout the school year, you all are welcome as team members or as individuals to do fundraisers to help raise money to go to nationals and to go to stunt, because we know it is very expensive. We want to make sure that you all are able to help get as much help with those as you can. So when that money comes in, from any of the fundraiser, it comes into your cash account. You will just pay that up front again, and that'll go into your cash account, and again, you can verify that balance at any time. So feel free to go with your team and make sure you do lots of fundraisers so you can raise a lot of money. Okay, I want to talk about scholarships next. Again, as members of Game Day, you can have a scholarship. It is up to $750 a year for Game Day members, up to $950 for captains, and up to $1,000 for mascots. I say up to because the amount that you actually get will depend on your funding, will depend on academic year, will depend on your grades, will depend on a lot of things, whether or not you get a scholarship or not. So it can also be reduced if you miss practice or anything like that. Game squad members must be enrolled in 12 hours fall and spring semester. The only exception to that is going to be if you are a graduating senior, or if you're a graduate student. You can be put on probation. So basically, if you fall below a 2.5 semester or cumulative GPA, you are put on probation. And so if you fall below that both semesters, you will not be able to apply, try out for the team for the following year. So the basics of grades is keep your GPA above a 2.5 both semester and cumulative. You can be removed from the team. If you fall at any point below 1.5 semester or cumulative GPA, you will be automatically removed from the team. So make sure that you keep your grades up. If at any time a team member is removed from the team, you forfeit any money or deposit you have made, because again, that is non-refundable once it's put into the account. Okay, some things about the responsibilities. Your responsibilities as Game Day members is all home football games. We also go to one away game as a team. All basketball games, that usually the teams will split those up because there's a lot of basketball games. Any postseason play we have for football or basketball, you guys are responsible for attending those as well. Mascots will do all home games. Crew does all home football games. And then we have various appearances throughout the year. So that is what our responsibilities are as Spirit team members. Okay, now about social media. So here's the thing with social media. It's pretty simple. You all are representatives of UCO. You are representatives of Central. And what that means is that you have to be responsible. So basically, just watch yourself on all your social media platforms. Please do not tweet, Facebook, or say anything that is demeaning or unbecoming of a Spirit team member or of a Central community member. So Central being University of Central Oklahoma. You don't want to do anything that's going to poorly represent our school or represent you or represent your team. And so if those things are found, you will be talked to with your coach or with myself, depending on the severity of that social media information you put out there. And so it could result in loss of scholarship or even removal from the team. So you basically have to make sure that you're kind of minding your P's and Q's on that. In addition, we do not wear other university clothing to practice, to games, on campus, off campus. Again, you are representatives of UCO, and so therefore you represent UCO. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but my family has, tickets to so-and-so season tickets to the games, and that is great. You are welcome to go with your family to those games. I totally understand that. We just ask that you not wear the university clothing or their logos. If you want to wear their team color and a solid shirt or dress or something, that's totally fine, but we do not wear other university logos pretty much anywhere. So if you have any questions about that, you can talk with your coach about it or talk with me. But again, go Broncos. Okay. The coaches will decide what is mandatory and not mandatory for your team. They'll set all the team rules, they'll set all the team standards, and you will pretty much abide by what the coaches let you tell you. For the family members, we treat your students as adults now, and so we expect them to act as such, and we expect them to talk with their coaches if they have any situations. Family members, you are welcome to call me, you're welcome to email me, also call or email the coaches, but we will not really talk with you until we know that your student has talked with their coach first or talked with their captains. We really put the ownership on them now, that they are responsible and they need to talk with their coaches if they have any problems, if they have any questions, any concerns, situation, or talk with myself. So they can come in and see me. I'm happy to meet with them. I actually love meeting with the students, and so feel free to have them come in and talk with me. But in the rare scenario that they have not able to resolve it themselves, you are welcome to call, email me, come visit with me, anything like that, or with the coaches. We're welcome for that as well. In addition, parents cannot come to practices. Those are closed practices, just to the students. Okay, so that is all the information for the Spirit teams. From here, what's going to happen is that you all are going to get this memo emailed to you. It's 2 pages. It's a memo of understanding. What I'll need you to do is I'll need you to sign this and date it based on the date the coach gives you on when that is due. You need to send this back into me. You can scan it, email me, fax it to me, however you want to get it to me. If you're a new member of the team, one of your family members will need to sign the document as well. So make sure that they sign this as well. If I don't receive the memo by the date that's indicated on the deadline, you will be on probation from the team until that is turned in, which means you can't attend practice, you can't attend fundraisers, you can't attend camp or anything like that. So just make sure you get this into me. I think you've got about 3 weeks until the deadline, so plenty of time to see this video and get that turned in. Once again, please contact me if you have any questions or concerns. I'm so excited for all of you to be part of our Spirit teams. It's a very special thing at Central. We are very good teams, very competitive, and so very well known around the country. So I'm very proud of you and very excited for you to be part of our teams. Thank you so much. And again, feel free to call, email me, or if you have any questions at all. Have a great day and a great school year. Thank you.